Welcome back to Weekly Forecast and Updates, brought to you by Des Moines New Age Radio on Spotify and Des Moines New Age Shopping Community Center in its new location, Suite 212 of Merle Hay Mall. We're actually in the old Foot Locker, right across from Target and Five Below. So, yeah, it's hard not to spend money. Anyways, hey y'all. So I apologize. I had to restart this thing a couple of times. Mercury is direct, but we're in that last shadow phase when everything gets resolved no matter what. It's all coming to completion whether we're ready for it or not. So a lot of the verbal tension you've been feeling in the air, the miscommunication, everything like that. If you've been feeling heaviness in your throat chakra, that's all going to kind of break up and dissipate. You can use some selenite, white selenite, and maybe a little bit of blue calcite, and then or blue lace onyx, blue lace agate, and then some throat chakra singing bowl to help release and break up some of that nasty that Mercury left behind, Mercury retrograde. Now, we are still in a Mars retrograde, so, everybody's still really irritable, things like that, and you can see it on the roads. In the crowds, everything. People are a little bit more uptight. And it's really rough when it's right around the holidays because there's already a lot of tension and stuff like that. So I want to tell everybody right now, you know what? If you're struggling to just get by, give people a high five and move on. And if your best isn't good enough for them, well, then they can pay your bills, right? But no, seriously, just let them know, hey, look, I love you. You're awesome. But I got Tic Tacs wrapped for you, and that's about it. I'll do better next year when things turn around. But then again, I'm a big one for, I love to get people gifts anytime. And so, yeah. And most of the people in my life like crystals, so I'm doing good. By the way, on that note, Des Moines New Age Shop is going to be holding an event this weekend. Santa is almost here. And we are going to be doing some price cuts on our crystals and different in-house made products. Hopefully I get my candles and balms and stuff ready for this weekend, but I have no clue because my back is killing me. Took some ibuprofen right before I hopped on. Anyways, so yeah, come by, visit, talk to the psychics. We're going to have at least 4 there that I know of. Possibly a crystal vendor. We'll see. She's got some big shelf setter pieces, but I don't know if she's free this weekend. So she's still checking with her grandkids and everything. All right. So the astrology portion. Mercury is direct. Some of that tension's breaking up. Mars is in retrograde. Will be, I believe, till February. And people are going to be irritable. Just, relax. Let it go. Has nothing to do with you. It's just a vibe in the air. But make sure that you don't play into it. Make sure that you don't get swept up in the chaos. Now, right now, on Sunday, we had our last full moon of the year of 2024. And full moon is always that releasing energy, that coming to completion, coming to fruition. If you set up intention on the new moon, it's going to come to completion now on the full moon. Right now, we're in the waning gibbous phase, and that is in the sign of Cancer. So that's Cancer's natural ruler is the moon, so it's in perfect placement right now. But waning gibbous is kind of like full moon light. It is a time for introspection, gratitude, but also releasing things that no longer serve us. So while the full moon is bringing things to completion, we actually have to do our part by letting things go. Letting things go out of our lives, going through our closets, even something as simple as going through our closets and packing up our clothes and shipping them out to charities. There are so many. You've got nursing homes that always need clothes. You've got shelters, battered women shelters, homeless shelters, everything. And also your old bedding. Don't throw it away. If it's a little lumpy, give it to pet shelters. ARL, stuff like that, because when it's cold, it's really rough on the dogs and stuff. So give them your bedding. They don't mind a little bit of lumpiness. Make a pet's holiday better. And I know that's actually what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going through a lot of my stuff. It's actually a really good way to declutter when you when you give something of yours that you know you don't need, that's still in really good condition, but that you don't need, when you're able to give it to somebody else who needs it more, that's awesome. It doesn't just end up in a landfill. It actually gives somebody else a chance to use it and better with it. Make their life better, shall I say. We've got a very Page of Wands energy coming in this week. So that is going to push us forward and give us new ground, propel us forward on all our passions, our creative projects, things like that. So this is going to be wonderful. Also, on this one, we have a guest reader to do the tarot portion. And I am going to message her right now. Hold on here. Symone is wonderful. Now, she's from WIllowtree Readings. And you guys, if you've been out to the psychic fairs or caught a psychic roundtable, Symone is WIllowtree Readings. She's a tarot reader, yes, but she also makes balms. She makes candles. She does all kinds of cool stuff. And hang on just a second. Let me send her the link. Hopefully. All right. There we go. Link set. Now, while we're talking about that, or while we're waiting for Symone, you know what? I might as well just do the shop updates while we're waiting for her. She's going to give us a tarot look at the week. So shop updates. This week is going to be our last event of the year because we're going to take a little time off for Christmas, and it's going to be the Santa is Almost Here portion of our thing. And like I said, we're going to have all kinds of sales, and we're also going to be doing the thing of you make us an offer, respectable, reasonable offer, but an offer nonetheless. And that way we can go back and forth and you can get stuff, Christmas presents, whatever, healing journey things. And you can also get gift cards, gift certificates. And I am almost ready to make mention of the new thing I'm doing for the new year. And we're also going to have our psychics at the event that have gift cards, coupons, everything. So if I remember correctly, it's going to be Emerald Dahlia. It's going to be Angel In. It's going to be Sunshine Oracle, as well as WIllowtree Readings. Okay, Symone's here. So without further ado, boop. Hey, Symone.
Hi.
Well, thank you for coming on and joining us. How are you doing?
I am good. Just got done grocery shopping not that long ago, and Lord help me, it is chaotic out right now. There's so many people.
Well, we just came off of a full moon.
We did.
And guess what sign the moon is in right now?
I should
Cancer.
know.
It's in Cancer.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I should have.
Lots of emotion everywhere. So, I would like you
surprisingly enough.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Ed. I was just going to say, surprisingly enough, most of the cancers that I know outside of myself aren't really the emotional ones.
A lot of if you're a good grounded Cancer and you've got good outlets or you have a strong family base, that's one thing. But a lot of the Cancers, what they'll do is they, like all water signs, they pick up everybody else's emotions like a sponge, and they have no real way to wring it out other than having a meltdown. I've got a couple friends in that thing, and that's what they do. And I didn't realize what they were doing until I spoke with them after I got after I really came out into this area. I grew up in it, but when your parents are into something, potatoes grow in your ears.
Right.
But later on, after all this stuff, and they're like, yeah, you didn't know that? I'm like, oh, so, but basically Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they all act almost like a sponge a lot of times. And there's no way to
see that.
So yeah.
I could definitely see that. I mean, with having to do the fairs and things like that, I've gotten it's required me to get a lot better at blocking other people's energies and emotions. And
you leveled up on hard mode.
Yeah.
But I do
quick through that.
I do want to thank you for coming on today on the Weekly Forecast. Thank you for joining us. And I want you to tell people a little bit about your business and what you do.
Okay, so I am WIllowtree Readings. I do intuitive tarot readings. There is a little bit of mediumship involved in that. It's one of my gifts that I do have that I'm working on.
Okay.
but absolutely love using my cards. I think even if I progress to the point of not needing them, I would probably still use them because I do view them as an extension of myself. Um, I also have a degree in herbal medicine. So,
Really?
yeah.
What kind of
Um,
degree went from where?
so it is American College of Healthcare Sciences. It's located in Portland.
Okay.
I did all online.
Mhm.
Iowa is not really known for having programs that are really good in that area. So right now,
I will tell you, it's expanding though. Iowa
it
is
is.
making some really cool strides, even in their physical college work. I was really happy to see it.
It is coming along. It was just with what I'm wanting to grow into. It
Mhm.
doesn't. We don't offer what I'm looking for just yet.
So, what is it that
Um,
you want to grow into?
so I want to be a holistic therapist.
Nice.
Um, where I can involve my tarot
Mhm.
if the client so chooses, or offer different types of herbal remedies just because me myself, I've had to take a lot of medication over the years. I don't like it. It also
Yeah,
makes me feel very, very foggy.
yeah.
Um and it's just something that kind of, along with two of my children having type 1 diabetes,
Mhm.
it kind of pushed me towards realizing that, hey, this is what I want to do. Because while I like my kids, I know they're going to have to use insulin and things like that for the rest of their life. There are certain tips and tricks that I have learned that can help keep their blood sugars in balance a lot easier. Specifically, like turmeric, huge help. Um,
Cinnamon's another one.
yep. So yeah, and then that's where my candles, I make a migraine balm. The bath teas and everything that I make is all just things that I've learned from going to school through that.
That's wonderful. Okay. Now also, I heard you were going to teach a class at Des Moines New Age Shop.
Yes. Um,
Go ahead and talk a
so
little bit about that.
the class that I want to teach, and I did want to talk to you about that with dates and everything, but we'll work on that later. My brain function is kind of, we're spiraling right now. Um, It's I wanna teach people how to make, Yule blessing balls or ornaments, and
Awesome. I've heard of
what
those. They look really neat.
they are, and they're absolutely amazing. I don't have my phone on me because that's where I keep all of my notes, but basically, it's a historically, you would use a glass ball.
Mhm.
I'm not, using glass balls. I've got kids, I've got animals. I
I was
don't
going to say,
need
yeah.
things We
Yeah.
don't need things breaking. Please stop. My ADHD is already going crazy. No, put it down. Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
no, the last thing you want is ornament glass anywhere.
right. But it's just, we fill it with different herbs, um, different fruits, stones, crystals, um, which all have meaning of protection and growth and prosperity and joy and the things that it's almost like we feel we're missing when
Mhm.
we don't have as much sunlight in our
Okay,
life.
nice. Now, all the materials for the class are going to be provided by you.
Yes.
And are you going to be advertising the class at this upcoming Santa is Almost Here fair this weekend?
Y- Yes, that was the plan. I was going to try to advertise it a little bit beforehand. I'm
Well, yeah.
still, yeah, trying to figure out dates of doing stuff, especially since Christmas is coming up. but Yule
Well,
runs
I
from
think a
the
Yule
21st.
ball would be a great Christmas present too.
Right.
And it's something you could actually make. Now, can the people in the class make more than one? Like, okay, let's say I attended the class and I want to give one to my aunt and one to my dad, and could somebody do that? I can't hear
So,
you.
let me see. Is that better?
A little bit. It's a
Okay.
bit laggy.
Yeah, my kid just turned on his video game, so my internet is now
Got it. Gotcha.
not not
Okay.
the greatest. Just for a second, Bub. It won't be too long. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not gonna be that much longer. I was gonna say, but can they make multiple ones? I mean, I know they'd have to pay a little extra for each ball they make, right? Mhm.
I did. So I grabbed enough for to make 36.
Okay. Okay.
So there, it would just be the extra cost of the material. That is all.
So everybody could literally come to this class and make protective stuff for all their family. I'd say that's getting
Yeah.
off pretty cheap. And it's unique and it's handmade. And now the question is, does it only last one season or can you do multiples?
So with the herbs and like one of the things that I am doing is I am drying oranges to be able
Mhm.
to put in them. Um, those will roughly last about 3 years before you need to
Okay.
actually replace it.
Okay, perfect. So it's a 3-year gift. I'd say that's the gift that keeps on giving. And the other thing at the class, you'll have a little write up on it, right? A little photocopied
So,
write up.
yep. So I will have something set up where it's going to tell you all of the herbs that are in there, everything that those herbs do. And
Okay.
then what I wanted to do just for an little added fun um, is just kind of going over the meaning of Yule and where it came from and origins and things like that.
Perfect. I love it. So just a quick snippet. Give me a little bit on the origins of Yule Ball, where it came from. Just real fast.
Um,
You're like, I hate you right now.
I it's no, and it's because so given my family is Celtic origins.
Mhm.
Um, I know that Yule, depending on where your family is based out of, can have multiple different meanings. And that's one of the things that I'm wanting to look up. But from my background and where my family is from, it is based on a paganism.
Mhm.
Um,
Now, Yule is
the
traditionally Norse.
y-
Um, Now, does the Yule Ball have any connection to witch balls?
it That was one of the things I was actually researching earlier because to me, just because the way that I work, I'm kind of a collector. I
Mhm.
like working with things that more so fit my energy than trying to make things fit that don't.
Right.
Um, so that's actually what I use my Yule Ball as. I put it on my besom that hangs over my door.
Now, explain what a besom is.
A besom is my quote unquote a witch's broom, and mine I spray it with a cinnamon essential oil that I make,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's almost like that blowing cinnamon at the front of your door at the first of
Mhm.
the month every year. It kind of for me, it's like I'm mom of three, always on the go. I don't ever remember to. So it's
I
my
know.
constant cinnamon. It's there, it's protection, it's energy cleansing. I take it down when I feel there's negative energy in
Yeah.
my house that I need to sweep out.
Okay.
Um,
Interestingly enough, that little blowing the cinnamon through the door at the first of the month, you can also add gold glitter for a little pep up. I shit you not.
Now, I'm not a fan of glitter, but that could be fun.
Well, hey, if it works, it works. I don't care.
Right?
No, I saw this thing on those little TikTok videos, and they were interviewing these young friends or whatever. Are you friends or dating? Oh, just friends. Would you kiss each other for 10,000? God, no, ew. And I looked over at that and I was like, I would make out with nearly anybody for 10,000 right now. Must be nice not to have money problems.
Right? Like, sister, let's split that.
Dude, that's 5,000 a piece. That's rent. That's groceries. That's gas. I don't care how ugly anybody is. Anyway, okay, so I guess we should probably get back to the tarot reading portion.
No,
I can't
and
hear you, babe.
also, oh, I mean, 2 seconds. So, also, I do want to apologize because when you were asking me about the U-Ball, it's by the end of the day, my brain has been moving so much. It's like someone asked me a question and it completely goes out the window what I knew.
I'm sorry, sweetie. And I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that, but I figured I know you well enough. You pretty much got your stuff down. So if somebody asks you a question on the fly, you're usually pretty wee.
Yeah. Today's just been a day.
Oh, I get it. I get it. So tell us a little bit about what the week and the weekend are going to look like. Any big themes, anything we need to watch out for, any good stuff coming up? $1 million is coming my way, right? Completely legally, tax-free.
I can't promise the tax-free part, but I'm manifesting the other for me too, so.
Actually, you know what? I hope everybody, toward the end of the year, I hope everybody has more than enough money to pay their bills legally pulled, more than enough money to pay their bills and take themselves out to a nice steak dinner. And for the people that are vegan, a nice eggplant dinner, whatever they want to do.
So we're starting off with the King of Wands and the Page of Swords.
Okay.
And then we've got the Emperor in reversed. So I think this full moon might be actually latching on to people for a little bit longer than just the full moon itself.
Kind of feeling that.
Yeah, because I mean, we're starting off strong. We're standing our ground. It's, doing what you need to do to get through your week. The Page of Swords is right now what I'm getting from it is like it's showing me almost an immature thought process. So something's kind of gonna happen and it's not gonna like instead of talking through it, your emotions are gonna get the better of you type thing.
Well, remember, Mars is also in retrograde for a while.
Oh,
so
well, and I mean the Emperor, it's Mars.
Yeah, that's Mars. Mars
Yep,
inverted
it's the
on the
Mars
Fed,
card.
baby. Yep. It's like,
And
whee!
so with him being in reverse, it's, it really is your feelings got hurt and your response is kind of ego based, but
Okay. Now, what advice would you give on that for people that are going through that?
So it's just the Queen of Cups came out after.
Okay.
And if you can kind of get a good look at it, it's just remembering your peace. Your peace does not involve anybody else's thoughts, opinions. And in truth, words are just words. We
Yeah.
really should not be letting them affect us as much as they have been. Everybody's struggling, everybody's angry right now.
Sorry. Okay.
Angry might not be the best word to use it, but it's like that buildup of frustration. So everybody's kind of on edge.
Yeah, definitely.
Which Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the Queen of Wands as a confirmation of it's just living in your power and in your happiness and not letting others kind of try to dim that light in you and not letting yourself do it by reacting.
My question also is, though, if something hits a nerve that somebody else says, even in cruelty, I've always found that there's just a little bit of truth in it, maybe not a lot, or even if it's just you feel that, shouldn't you maybe act on it to fix it? Kind of go within and be like, okay, why does this keep hitting me? Okay, you know what? That's why I either have imposter syndrome, I don't feel I'm good enough, something like that. So I am going to take steps to fix this. It's kind of like they're shining a light on a bruise, you know? Know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. But that's the thing is what you said, it's looking within. It's not
Mhm.
an outward reaction. It
Yeah.
is taking that step back to be able to
Well, I
really.
guess your outward reaction is it's basically that warning light of hey, something's wrong here. You need to fix this. I guess so in a way, the people that are upsetting you are actually giving you a gift, or if you take it, of self-actualization, right?
Yeah.
That way you can leave all that baggage in the past and move forward.
I
Believe me, I've had it happen a few times this week. It sucks.
No, it's funny because the thing is right now I'm going through my own shadow work, working on kind of healing my inner teen. Um, I'd actually not too long ago went through with my inner child to heal all of that.
Mhm.
And now I get to deal with, in a
The
sense, the
teenager.
angry little brat that I was back then. So that's gonna be fun.
I
But it
actually
is it
go ahead.
no, I was just saying it's a reflecting, it's noticing, well, why am I reacting this way? That's a good way to do it. One of the things that I like to do that I've learned in just my own years of therapy and growing and then helping my kids grow is play the why game.
Yeah.
Ask yourself why until you get down to the root of what it is that is causing you to truly react this way.
Yep.
Because
Why?
9 times out of 10, it's not actually anger, it's
Pain,
hurt
hurt, and grief.
feelings. Yeah.
It's when you sit with your anger long enough, you find out her real name is grief.
Yep.
No, I saw a recent video and it was this lady, and I used to have a lot of those. I wasn't quite this bad, but it was definitely familiar. And
Mhm.
she's like, "Take this, hurry up!" Ah! She's really impatient with incompetence, or slowness, or not quick to catch on. And
Mm,
that once upon a time, that was me to a T. Okay, and I was always angry. And I've done a lot of work, and I've gotten a lot better. I still have a lot of anger issues, but that's why I'm the way I am. And sometimes I'll feel myself slipping back into that, and I have to stop and be like, "No, this cannot be. This is not healthy. This is not healthy for anybody. No, 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 no." And I have to go back and I have to do the work and I have to figure out what is messing me up. Not to
um,
turn this about me, but just kind of
oh, no, because
as a
I have
relationship.
I have a similar thing, like, um and it's not really so I do have moments where it's my emotions can come out in anger,
Mhm.
but more often than not, it's don't step on my toes is what tends to make me mad. Um, and that
Give
is
me an idea
actually
about that.
huh?
Sorry, I've got a mint in my mouth. My mouth is really dry. Um, Give me an idea, an example.
So, the don't step on my toes is when it's like you could step in to help me, but I would feel like you are trying to take over what I'm doing or push me out of the way so you can do it.
Okay.
Um, and that has been just over my own years of some of it goes back towards needing help and then not ever getting said help.
Oh,
Now I'm needing to learn to actually rely on others and trust others. Some
hard
of
thing.
it
That's a hard thing.
very. especially when you were raised by a mama who is telling you you don't need anybody, you do it yourself because it ain't ever going to get done right if you don't.
You know, my dad had that, but he's also a Capricorn. So he was like, but just remember, if somebody useful comes along, take advantage of that help. I'm like, okay, but that, just do it. Got it. Okay, Dad, I'm confused. Fine. Okay. He's very much aces in your places. If
Right.
you know somebody can do that, like, okay, let's say we're collaborating on a project and you're doing the tarot and illustration needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
You would come to me and say, hey, I need this illustrated. And I would come to you and say, hey, I need this tarot done. Don't try and do it all yourself if you do actually have help around you. It was always my dad's thing. If you have somebody that's better than you, and remember, everybody in some way is going to be better than everybody else. There is no actual top dog. You're only striving against yourself. That's the only person you're striving against to get up, you know? And Dad was always like, if you see somebody that can do something better, you learn from them and you go do it. And you make use of their help. But remember, you can do everything yourself. I'm like, okay, Dad.
And I think that in itself lies a lot of strength of knowing that, well, one, that you can go to someone else and learn from them and get help from them, but also knowing that if it doesn't work out, you still have the ability to do it on your own if need be.
It might be done. It might not be done. Like, okay, let's say you have 40 years of doing tarot. Okay.
Mm.
If I want my tarot read and you just keep like, oh, well, I get to it. You know, I'm not going to do it right now because, like, whatever, I'm dyeing my hair. I'm just like, fine, I'll just read my own tarot. Might not be the way you done it, but you know what? It's going to get done.
Right.
And, you know, it's just, that was always the thing. Dad always said, be a Bismarck, learn from everyone. Learn from everyone's mistakes, learn from everyone's successes. Look around. Who do you want to be in 30 years? Do you see anybody? If not, then you better work on making your own way.
Right.
You know? But yeah, go back onto the tarot portion. I'm sorry, I keep pulling you off track.
You're good. Okay, we're done. You're being mean.
Oh.
This is no longer playing. Go on. I'm done with you.
Oh, that looked like that hurt. Even though you're pixelated, that looked like that hurt.
He's ornery. He's only, I think we're going on 2 months, maybe 3 now.
Okay.
And he's just, when he wants to play, he wants to play. And he normally plays with my dog.
Okay.
So
that poor
he
dog.
plays rough.
That poor dog. Puppy can take it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. We've got a couple shares on this already. Okay, keep going.
The puppy actually will grab him by his scruff and carry him around like he's a tiny little baby.
Go, puppy. Okay. It's like, nope, you are not the boss of me around here. Boss of you. Oh, and by the way, I want you to know, Symone, if I ever step on your toes, know that, yeah, it wasn't really intentional, but yeah, I'm always going to get in there and be like, hey, sup?
No, that's the thing is I don't think it's not something that I'm actively trying to work on anymore because I'm actually pretty well set in my place in this world and who I am. Yeah.
Zane's Tarot. Hello, Zane. How have you been? And ditto, Zane. Long time no see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honestly, it has been a wild ride. But I hope you're doing well, Zane, and thanks for tuning in. All right, my dear.
So the end of our week, beginning of the week, a little bit rough.
Mm-hmm.
The end of our week is our Knight of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you have been putting your effort into, everything that you, like every seed that you have planted that you are fertilizing and trying to get to grow, you're going to start seeing it happen.
Okay. Awesome. That's good news.
Yep. 3 of Cups, communities coming together. High Priestess. This is, I don't always go by the actual meaning for the High Priestess. She is my trust your gut.
Okay.
She is my, like, you've seen this coming. You know, you know that these 2 cards are going to be there. You knew it was coming. This is
Okay.
just kind of like your confirmation.
Okay.
And then we've got 9 of Pentacles.
Okay.
So this is joy, abundance, and very much so surrounded by, for some people, like for me, with the fair going on this weekend, I am viewing this as the joy and abundance that's going to be surrounding the fair and everybody that is putting effort into it. This could, what is that? It almost looked like, okay,
What?
I'm probably got Christmas on the brain, but look to me when I first glanced at it, even though I've seen this card a million times,
Looks like
it looked like
ornaments.
she was hanging up Christmas ornaments.
It,
So it's whatever you're putting your work and your effort into.
okay. I was going to say, you're very pixelated, so I don't know if they're going to be able to see the actual picture. But no, that's actually really neat. That's a neat way to interpret it. So it's whatever you put your work and effort into. Okay, cool. Zane, I started using cartomancy in my readings. Nice. I love doing that. Using playing cards. It is so
I
much
was
fun.
actually about to ask.
It is so much fun. I love it. I actually wanted to do a class on it at some point in the shop, but I want more of a following for it first. All right. So any thoughts to leave us with for the week?
Given the reading, I would just say use your best judgment, choose your words wisely, and think about it before you let it come out of your mouth. It is so easy to pop off. There are words that you can't take back. And the things, wounds heal, people don't forget words.
I was going to say, well,
This is coming from my own personal experience. My wounds will heal. I'm no longer hurt, but I'm also not ever going to forget that you've said it type thing.
well,
So
and
it's like that.
also too, my dad always taught me a word at the wrong time can do a lot of damage versus a word at the right time can give a lot of inspiration. So that's another thing too. It's maybe not just in fights or anything like that, but don't be walking down the street and go, oh, well, aren't we eating a lot of donuts? Okay, or something like that. Or, oh, you'll never get that project or that contract. That kind of thing. Don't be putting your irritability out on other people, or at least that's kind of what you're saying to me. That's how I'm hearing the
That's what
reading.
was,
I don't know. Did you get that?
well, and no, with the whole wounds will heal, but your words will stick. It's the same thing. It's not
Mhm.
pushing out your negativity on others and, you know, making sure you're choosing your words wisely. Because if we're not there to lift others up, including ourselves, because lifting others up can also lift us up as well.
That's true. And another thing I'm going to throw this one in there. Be careful what you say to your kids and other people's kids. It will stick in their mind forever. Have you ever had that experience, Symone? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And in my own experience as a child,
Yes.
yes. And in my own experience as a mother who has ADHD and can get overstimulated very easily, yes.
I was talking about more your childhood experiences because we're just not going to bring up how many times our little ones piss us off. I mean, damn, it's just like, hi, I love you. I would die for you. I would kill for you. But oh my God.
Right. And that's the thing is I'm very much so on this journey right now of just own it. You mess up, own it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of why I'm not too afraid to say that I've made my own mistakes with it, and we're learning. Hi, Destiny.
Destiny Taylor. Hi, pretty ladies. Hey, Destiny. Mwah! How you doing? By the way, I want you all on the round table, and I think we're going to do another open lines. It was popular. Good Lord. People were like, ah! So this is great. Hold on here. Zane's Tarot. I have a question for the both of you. Do you think magic has to be kept secret? People always say occult means hidden, but that word has many meanings. If you'd asked me 10 years ago, I would have said absolutely not. Nowadays that I've seen how stupid people are being with it, I would say absolutely in some cases.
I would say I would have to agree with that. In some cases, yeah, but at the same time, everybody is magic. It's just whether they tap into it or not.
Very true. And please don't use it for dumb, petty BS. Anyway, but yeah. Colorful Foresight. Hello, Colorful. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, we are right at our tail end. All right, Symone, would you 5 words that you say to the audience?
I'm on the spot today.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Well, what the heck, man?
I can't hear you, Peach. All right, I hear you now.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. Good.
Sweet. It's like the old, what is it, Altel commercials?
Verizon or something.
It was it. I don't remember. I just remember
Can you
being
hear
a
me
kid and
now?
watching them.
Good.
Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Does not mean being walked on and taken advantage of. Show yourself the grace you were never shown. And smile. I hate when people tell me to smile. It annoys me because my RBF is like on point, but sometimes it really does help turn that pain that you can feel or the weight of everything, make it a little bit easier. It's seeing the joy in the little things.
Yes. Oh, confirmation. By the way, that was more than 5 words. Teasing. No, one of the coolest ways I've ever had somebody tell me to smile. A guy looked at me and he's like, "Hey, you dropped your smile." And I didn't even register a smile, but I was looking down on the ground for something and then I started smiling. Sweetest dude ever, And I was like, that was really cool. Thank you. I needed that today. So yeah. Anyway, y'all, Symone, go take a break. I've put you through your paces. I'm sorry, girl. I know you're just like.
I will have everything ready for when we do the Yule blessing balls. But right now, we've just been going through so much today that it is. My knowledge is not knowledging.
Don't let her kid you guys. She's holding out on you. Come see her at the
100%.
fair and tell her about it. We're going to get people there, You're going to be like, what?
Let's go.
Okay. All right, girly. Oh, hold on. Colorful Foresight. At this Twilight Zone time, we are in. Yes, very true. Twilight Zoniness. All right, y'all. Mwah. Thank you for tuning in. Symone, thank you. You take some rest. Dear God, girl. All right.
It's finished. I'll see you later.
Good night, dear. Bye. Colorful Foresight. Take care. It is good to have those messages that you said. Awesome. Colorful Foresight. It is nice. Yes. All right, y'all. Zane's Tarot. Farewell. Farewell to you as well, Zane. And take care as well, Colorful. All right, y'all. I love you all. Mwah. Remember, come check out our Senta is Almost Here event this weekend with Angel and Psychic Medium, Destiny from Sunshine Oracle. I think she's going to have her witch runes there, but I'm not quite sure. I know she reads them. Symone from WIllowtree Readings that was just on, and Tessa from Emerald Dahlia. She does a little astrology, she does a little tarot, she does a little bit of this and that, and she's a Wiccan priestess ordained. All right, y'all, I will see you this weekend. But before that, I will probably see you on a Gym Talks episode on Wednesday. Not sure about the Tuesday night talk. Don't know if my back's going to be able to hold up for it. But I will be on the Psychic Roundtable with the lovely ladies. You have a great night. All right. Like, comment, questions. Love y'all. Follow us, Des Moines New Age Radio on Spotify. And with that, we go to our closing.